where the news comes first.
Good morning, America. The issue for today is racially influenced police brutality in America. The three states we're mainly focusing on is New Mexico, Alaska, and Washington, D.C. These three states had the highest population adjusted rates for people killed by police. African Americans make up 12% of the U.S. population, but accounted for 24% of those killed by police in 2025. Researchers from fields such as criminology, sociology, psychology, and history identify several contributing factors. Let's move on to Samari to tell you about the three main categories.
Thank you, Mashala. The three broad categories of the root causes are racial prejudice and bias, institutional and historical inequalities, and lack of accountability in organizational culture. Studies have found that stereotypes can influence how people perceive threat, suspicion, and criminality, sometimes affecting officers' decisions during encounters. Historical practices such as segregation, discriminatory enforcement, and unequal treatment by the justice system can shape present-day patterns of policing, and community trust. Also, when misconduct is not consistently investigated or punished, abusive behavior can persist. Now, here is Jordan.
Racially influenced police brutality affects different groups across the United States. In New Mexico and Alaska, Native Americans are impacted the most, experiencing some of the highest rates of police killings compared to their share of the population. In Washington, D.C., Black people are affected the most. Although Black residents make up about 46% of cities' populations, they account for about 87% of people killed by police. These statistics show that Native Americans in New Mexico and Alaska and Black people in Washington, D.C. are mostly affected by police brutality because of racial disparities. According to Mapping Police Violence, these groups experience police violence at much higher rates than other racial groups in their areas. We have also looked at PubMed Central and found that after dealing with police brutality, it affects a person's mental health, community health, and job loss, and it is hard for them to keep providing for their families. Let's pass it to Micaiah.
According to a criminal justice fact sheet, I have found evidence that we have discussed it, the root causes of police brutality. Let's look at the groups impacted by the issue. For example, Black Americans are disproportionately impacted by police brutality. A Black person is 5 times more likely to be stopped without cause than a white person. 65% of adults have felt targeted because of their race. Similarly, approximately 35% of Latinos and Asian adults have felt targeted because of race. Now, when looking at a police brutality specifically, to put things into perspective, Asians are 1% to 1.3% likely to be involved with racial influence police brutality, whereas African Americans are 21% more likely to be involved or harassed. Asians and African Americans are impacted by racially influenced police brutality negatively. Racially influenced police brutality negatively affects both Asians Americans and African Americans, but they experience it at higher rates. Asian Americans also experience racial profiling, discrimination, and more.
Experts say reducing racially influenced police brutality will require police accountability, better de-escalation training, and greater transparency. They also say investigating in mental health education and community programs can help address the root cause of conflict and reduce racial disparities in policing. For example, reducing the police presence in Black communities while also strengthening community organizations like food pantries, mental health clinics, and more.
Elected officials, police leaders, courts, civil rights organizations, community activists, and the media all have the power and influence to help address racially influenced police brutality through reform, accountability, and public advocacy. They can help by passing laws, protecting people's rights through the courts, advocating for reforms, raising public awareness, organizing peaceful protests, and reporting on cases to encourage transparency and change.
One clear solution is requiring better police training. Better training can help officers make fair decisions avoid action on bias, and handle difficult situations more calmly. Over time, this can reduce racially influenced police brutality, improve trust between police and communities, and make policing safer for everyone.
Here are 5 action steps to help achieve this solution. Step 1. Create mandatory anti-bias training led by independent experts. Step 2. Start the program in a few police departments, then expand it if it works. Step 3. Train officers in de-escalation and require them to pass a skills test. Step 4. Require yearly training and testing to keep officers' skills up to date. Step 5. Review body camera footage and complements to ensure accountability and provide discipline or retraining when needed.